What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. Alright, so I want to address this. I want to reply to Tstreet Controversy 360 fight news about Lomachenko versus Guillermo Rigondeaux. I had made a comment. I watched this video and then I made a comment in his comment section. He got upset. And he said to me, why we talking about PBC and why we talking about Al Heyman and Al Heyman fighters? Because I said to him it was bullshit what he was talking about, because not complete bullshit. Everything he was talking about was not complete bullshit. And then he said to me, he's tired of people talking about what he's saying, don't say in his videos, and they don't even watch his videos. When in all actuality, I do watch his videos. I like a lot of his videos. But I just want to respond. Listen, I don't have to agree with everything you say when you say it. Period. That don't mean I don't watch your videos or I don't like your channel. So he went on a little rant saying I was a new nigga and basically don't know what I'm talking about. But I do know what I'm talking about, especially with this situation. So he went on to say, why would Bob Arum avoid Lomo versus Rigo fight when Lomo is the bigger fighter and Rigo has been down plenty of times in his career? Well, the truth of the matter is Bob Arum has always, and I repeat always, denied Guillermo Rigondeaux the exposure, the promotion that he deserved. Right after the fight with Guillermo Rigondeaux, and I made a video about this, but right after the fight with Guillermo Rigondeaux and Nonito Donaire, Bob Arum refused to promote him. That was an action-packed fight. But Bob Arum went on a rant saying how, if you don't know, listen, Nonito Donaire was top 5 pound for pound back then, and was Bob Arum's one of his top 2-3 cash cows. He put him in there at the time. Rigondeaux didn't have too many fights. He still doesn't have a lot of fights. I think he has like 17 fights in total. But at the time, he didn't have too many fights, and I don't think that Bob Arum expected the fight to go the way it did. Rigo destroyed Nonito Donaire. That was Bob Arum's cash cow. He was pushing Nonito Donaire. Now, after the fight, after Rigo destroyed Nonito Donaire, it should have been reversed. He should have been pushing Rigondeaux. He wasn't. And we know why that is, because of the coincidentalists. And Tstreet Controversy, he touched on that too, saying, oh, well, people are saying that it's the race card, because, Lomachenko is white and Rigondeaux is black, which Rigondeaux is a Cuban, but he's a dark-skinned Cuban, And it's the obvious, man. They're pushing Lomachenko, who has done less than Guillermo Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux hasn't done much because he can't get the fights. But Nonito Donaire is better than anybody on Lomachenko's record. That's the bottom line. Then he said that Rigo doesn't have, this is Tstreet Controversy, Rigondeaux doesn't have hardcore fans. Okay, well, Lomachenko doesn't have all these hardcore fans either. He doesn't have this huge fan base and huge following. He doesn't have that either. Neither one of them do. But if you look at the records, and my whole point was Lomachenko has a loss on his record to Orlando Salido. He has a fucking loss on his record. When they pushing him as if he was the next, Bob Arum is saying he's better than Muhammad. Excuse me, let me correct myself. He didn't say he was better than Muhammad Ali. He said he's up there with Muhammad Ali. He's comparing him to Muhammad Ali and that he's better than Floyd Mayweather. When what the fuck has he done to be compared to Floyd Mayweather and Muhammad Ali? If that's the case, he could have pushed Guillermo Rigondeaux the same way he's doing Lomachenko and could have been saying the same thing. He hasn't. And then he says that Top Rank is putting on good shows, whether we want to believe it, admit it, or not, whether we Bob Arum haters or not. So I have replied to him and I said that, you keep bigging up Top Rank, but you never big up PBC and Al Heyman. Then he said that, if Rigondeaux, this is my thing. You get decafs. Shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation, man. You get decafs, dumb casual ass fans, man. So if you putting this out there, these fans are gonna believe this bullshit if they don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. He's saying that Rigondeaux should make sacrifices and go to 130. Well, what happened to Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux when they were at 122 and 126? Bob Arum was saying that Rigondeaux should take less money. Why would Rigondeaux? And this is Tstreet Controversy repeated this, saying that Rigo should make sacrifices. And then he said that Lomachenko and Bob Arum offered to fight him down at 122 and 126, and Rigo was the one that didn't take the fight. When that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Rigondeaux should not have to take significantly less money than Lomachenko. It should be a 50-50 fight, if anything. And if anything, anybody in that fight that should be getting more, it should be Guillermo Rigondeaux, not Lomachenko. What has Lomachenko done to garner getting the bigger person in that fight? Besides having Bob Arum push him and promote him more. That's the only difference. Because he did this. If you don't know, Bob Arum and Lomachenko did this same thing to Nicholas Walters, Orlando Salido, and Guillermo Rigondeaux. Orlando Salido beat Lomachenko, and they telling him that he should take $850,000. Tstreet Controversy admitted to this. He should take $850,000, and then you're gonna have Lomachenko making upwards of $1 million or more, maybe even $2 million, and you're fighting a rematch with a dude that beat you. Why would the guy that beat you take significantly less money than the fighter he beat? Because they're promoting the fighter he beat to be the next big thing. But he beat that fighter. Tell me, where does that make sense? Now he has a loss on his record. He has a fucking loss on his record. Okay? And Rigondeaux has no losses on his record. Has no losses on his record. So for when you have these channels and these reporters, putting this stuff out there, man, it needs to be the truth, man. Guillermo Rigondeaux didn't duck Lomachenko. It wasn't his fault the fight fell through. Listen, if I beat a dude, why would I have to take less money to fight that dude again? I don't even have to fight him again. If anything, the tables are turned. How could Orlando Salido beat Lomachenko and be the B side in the rematch, and Lomachenko be the A side again? How the hell does that make sense? Where the fuck do they do that at? And then Rigondeaux beat Nonito Donaire. He's undefeated. So who's coming to the table and saying that Lomachenko is the A side fighter and Rigondeaux is the B side fighter? That's only due to promotion. If you're a hardcore fan and if you're a reporter, if you report and you know boxing, then you should know that Rigondeaux should be the A side. But we know because due to lack of promotion, and yes, Rigondeaux did, like I said in my last video, yes, Rigondeaux did make bad business decisions. Yes, he did. But if you're a hardcore fan, you should know better than that. You should know better than that, man. So then he says that, I don't want to hear that, you got to take chances. I don't want to hear that, on fight night, Lomachenko's going to be up with a 147. So if you great as you say you are, and you got to take the challenge. Well, God damn it, if Lomachenko was as great as he is, he should have been taking the fucking challenges. Then he says, listen, I don't want to hear that he got to go to 128 is good, but if they start talking about 126, he says that he can make 126. Bob Arum is a fucking liar. He's been going around lying for a very long time. He was saying that Pacquiao could make 140 for years, but never did it. You know, so now you have this situation with Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. Yeah, I want to see the fight. Make the fucking fight happen. But guess what? There's plenty of fighters. Rigondeaux's being ducked. That's the bottom line. And he's not the one that's messing up the fights, man. Lomachenko and Bob Arum are not trying to push for the fight. And the bottom line is, Bob Arum don't want to see another one of his cash cows be destroyed by Guillermo Rigondeaux. That's the bottom line. That's why Bob Arum is avoiding Lomachenko versus Guillermo Rigondeaux. If you didn't know. So yeah, it's been rumored that this fight is to take place December 9th. They're still in negotiation stages, and hopefully they'll get it done. And then they're saying that, you know, if the Rigondeaux fight don't come to fruition, then Lomachenko will fight Orlando Salido December 9th. Either way, he's fighting Rigondeaux or Lomachenko. Rigondeaux or Salido December 9th, man. But why wouldn't it be Rigondeaux? How could he price himself out? How? You giving Ngannou $1 million? Both Ngannou and Terence Crawford are making $1 million. So why couldn't Guillermo Rigondeaux and Lomachenko both be making $1 million plus? And then Tstreet Controversy says, "Oh yeah, you Rigondeaux. I don't want to hear Rigondeaux asking for $1 million when, you know, his last fight he didn't make such money. Yada yada. That's all bullshit, man. Because at the end of the day, man, he's an A-side type of fighter. Yes, he's made bad business decisions, but the fighter Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux is not going to be solely on the fact that Lomachenko is Lomachenko, because Lomachenko haven't done that much in fucking sport of boxing, point blank and period. As an amateur, he had a great amateur record, but they both had great amateur records. They both gold medalists, Olympic gold medalists. The difference is Rigondeaux is undefeated and Lomachenko has a loss on his fucking record. Via journeyman, Orlando Salido. So, any new news on this situation, I'll update y'all, man. But I wanted to reply, man, to Tstreet Controversy and his stance on Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux. That's all I got for y'all now. Hate, comment, like, and subscribe. Blue Blood Sports TV. Peace.
Around here, and I'm out 8 in the mall, dog. Glock 2 around here, what you do around here? And you know I keep my tool around here. My act a fool around.